Check, check. Full of Maven, yeah. Full of Maven today, bro. Feeling pretty sick today. We're still on. It's gonna be a busy day, so. Alright, we'll let a couple people roll in here. What's going on, Kev? Hey, Putin. Right, a couple people worried about Bitcoin right now, I'm sure. Finally back on stream. You missed 2 days. Right on. It's good to see you guys jumping in. Yeah. I was considering streaming on the weekends too. Should I? What do you think the Fed's gonna say? Oh fuck, hey. That's when I should be streaming, honestly. I have a full schedule of interviews today, but I got non-stop meetings today. A bunch of meetings today. Weekend streams would be nice. I have I can stream off my phone too. I'm just wondering if that would be cool to like stream every day. What's going on, Sir Dennis, bro? I wonder, like, that would be pretty sweet. I don't think any trader does that because most people don't trade weekends. But there's a new thing. Again, I love leaking things. I love leaking things right before. I'm actually supposed to. I wanna wait for a couple more people to maybe jump in here. It seems like nobody's jumping in today. What the fuck? How do I get to the freaking... How do I get to the live studio? We gotta wait for more people to come in here, bro. Shit, yeah, my brain's definitely gonna be fried a bit today if I'm a bit sick, but we're gonna be rolling out something fucking sick, dude. I think, I don't know, should I leak it today? I think they're announcing it on Friday. You're gonna be able to trade on weekends. That's the leak. And like what do you mean you get to trade on weekends? We could already trade on weekends. No, bro. Like the markets are going to be running as normal on the weekends. That's the leak, dude. We've created something awesome. Oh, congrats on the C-suite, even though you're retired. I mean, more or less. Like I still work full time. It's kind of optional though, I suppose. So gold, like this was obvious, right? We told you gold was gonna dump. Yesterday, the gold trade that we took, the long, well, it was right. It just, you know, it does this sometimes, right? So it just barely missed the take profit. And that's fine. You can still be right. You know, the idea of trading is that you're still right. All like if you can be right all of the time, you're not going to be winning all of the time. I don't know if that makes much sense. Like you're still going to take losses even though you're right. Even though you're right 100% of the time, which DMC is right 100% of the time, right? I still take losses though, because shit like this happens where it misses yours thing, they front run it, or what was the other day? NASDAQ, we took a trade, and you know, if you put a stop loss behind the level, it stops you out despite us being right, because it's just a random wick, right? Shit like this happens constantly. So you can't see it on the portrait. What's going on, Silas? Cat's sprinting down the hallway. So I'm wondering, I could be trading on the weekends now. There we go. Okay, we're getting some viewers coming in now. The thing is, we could always trade Bitcoin on the weekends, and starting this weekend, I'm gonna have the ability to trade gold on the weekend. Okay. So I might as well stream every single day, I wonder. I really need to try Maven, only been using futures firms. Yeah, so it's essentially the same thing, dude. Like the only difference is you'll call it US 100 in that's it. Like instead of, it's the same thing. Like this is the NASDAQ US 100, or you can XAU USD. That's gold, right? Forex is the same as, it's got all the same assets. What's up, buddy? You running around? Oh, you're all wet. That's why you went outside. Why is gold dumping? Weren't banks worried about USD being printed and loading up on gold? I mean, they already made their money, dude. So, like, why is gold dumping? Well, first of all, I could tell you from a fundamental perspective, and I could tell you from a technical perspective. And when the two things align, we know what direction it's going to go, okay? For technical perspective, the weekly closed back within this range, right? So we lost this level. So what it's going to do, it's going to go to the next level down, right? On the weekly. So this is going to be coming back down here, okay? So 45K. So that's why we got out of our gold longs way up here, right? And remember, when we first got in too, we got in here, way down here, right? And we told you it was going to go for a new high, right? We got in way down here and we're like, okay, it's going to go for a new high. And guess what? It didn't, right? But it did, because it attempted to make a new high, right? It still went for the new high and then failed to make a new high on that level. So that's your indication that we failed. They front ran it pretty bad, right? These things do exist. But the reality is they weren't able to make a new high, so they come back down, and then you see extra confirmation on the weekly that we failed this level. So now we need to go down here again, okay? So the important level that they need to hold right here is 44 or something. The origin of the move that brought us up there. And then also here, right? So this is the zone. I'm going to draw you the zone here. This is the zone you want to be a bull, right? For long term with gold. You want to wait till sub 44 now, right? Now I have a CTGO. I have this guy, which is just getting raped at this point, right? So this doesn't even look good. So I'm just going to close this trade. Fuck that. We can get in later. It's not doing what I wanted. Came back down to the... So we're going to take a... I'm going to just write down another loss there. So a few losses lately. That ultimately was a winner, and we just let it run for way too long. It didn't bounce off the level we wanted, basically, right? I wanted it to bounce off this blue zone, right? And it looks like we've just lost, so if the monthly comes back up, we can just get back in. It'd be fine. Sir, how do you beat lust? As that also affects mindset. Do you mean like sexual lust? Like, I'm confused that you're talking about sex. Lust is sex, no? Unless you're using the wrong word. Lust is sex, dude. Strong sexual desire. How do I beat sex lust? Yes? Oh, God. Let me think. Cause lust is probably the most difficult addiction that men suffer from, right? And if you think of like all of your habits as addictions, right? It's kind of an interesting way to look at things, right? Nice clip. I think he meant greed. No, he means lust, bro. He says yes, right? You mean sexual lust. And it's interesting because the reality is if you can beat all of your cravings and addictions in every aspect of life, then you will be a good trader. Right? Because let me ask you a question. How many times have you gone onto demo funds and then made a bunch of money and then gone into the real market and then lost a bunch of money? Right? Like that is the fucking hilarious, ironic story of every trader ever, right? It's because with demo money, you're able to better analyze things and you don't have like you aren't controlled by your emotions, right? So it is actually an interesting question when he's talking about sex, right? What happened today? Profit is a bit off. It's because I took a wheat trade the other day and I had to I lost a bunch of money, and it was a mistake, but we're still counting it. So if you go into your regular life and you're like, okay, what are all of the things that I crave, right? And you might say, hey, junk food. You might say, hey, lust is one. You might say, FOMO or whatever you're coming up with, right? Or somebody's talking about vape right now, right? Somebody might talk about craving vape, right? I don't normally vape. I think this is why I'm sick, honestly. Um, I bought another vape like recent. This one's almost empty, and I just won't get another. I don't find them addictive, but so again, it's an interesting question. So how to get over like it would be the same. I'm honestly trying to think. We have to be curious about the question. Okay? So if you're asking, okay, how do you get over the sexual lust, right? You should quit. I mean, I don't do I have children? No. I don't vape, so I've already quit, right? And that's not a cope. That's just like I had bought a vape for the weekend because I was going out with friends and I didn't want to go and drink or something, you know what I mean? So I bought a vape. So that was the thing I was doing, and this one's like empty. I bought a small one. It's disposable. I don't vape. Anyways, I don't really have to convince you. So to be curious about what the craving is, first of all, it's like what is it that you're craving? Is it craving the intimacy, or is it craving the sex side, right? And you can maybe find other areas that are healthier versions, I suppose, of the same sort of thing, right? Vape is poison. Yeah, obviously, dude. I'm not disagreeing with you. You guys really hate me. Anytime I've ever had a vape on stream, you guys fucking freak out. So I can give you my experience with we're still talking about lust. I can give you my experience. I also get cravings for women, right? But largely those cravings are either one of two things. It's either a sex thing or it's like I need companionship thing, right? And if I recognize which one it is at that time, I can fix it with a healthier habit, right? So the companionship thing, I used to really suffer from loneliness because I live alone. I don't have a whole ton of friends, right? I kind of just work all the time, right? So I started building friendships, like solid good buddies, right? And like these guys now give me companionship, right? When I hang out with them, right? So I don't feel like I'm lonely anymore, right? So if you're lust craving, so you could fix it with having healthier habits, right? Then you can hang out with your buddies or something instead. Another thing that I do is like kind of these Buddhist practices, right? Meditation, uh, you know, Zen sort of stuff, right? And that allows me to be able to recognize cravings a little easier and control them, right? Anyways, we can move on to different topics, but point being, dumb money concept for lust. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. It is probably the most difficult thing for me. Still, right? If I had to pick any, if I had to pick any craving that I have, that would still probably be the most difficult. I have pretty good control, um, at this point because of those reasons. The two reasons that I was able to kind of get better at it was becoming more Zen and Buddhist, right? And meditating, because that gives me internal peace, and then having friends that give me companionship peace, right? I don't really like the sex itself. To me, was never a big interest. I don't really give a fuck about frivolous sex. But if that's your problem, then you might have to ask somebody else, right? Because like I don't like the same reason I don't have cravings for like just eating a bunch of junk food, right? That's just not something I am a victim of, right? So I wouldn't be able to give you advice on that. I am able to give you advice on FOMO and whatnot. My brain's a little bit fried today, so I'm struggling to like think. Anyways, this monthly is rejecting on Bitcoin. We kind of knew this was going to happen. We shorted it, not with much volume. I wanted to get on a short on this ICT sort of challenge account where we're challenging ICT. And by the way, I took a long on oil. So I just want to show you the oil idea here. Let's go to WTI. We'll look at the chart here for oil. And you can see we gained this level, right? 4-hour gain. Gain that one too. Right, so in theory we gained that. So our stop loss is probably going to be here. Maybe there. Shoot for a new high. All right. It's going to be our oil trade, so let's just place it. Something along that lines. Let's just throw them around there. See how it goes. I just signed up for a When Crypto account and the spread is practically non-existent. You guys should really advertise that. It's super cool. That doesn't make it easy for me to become a swinger. Yeah, when Crypto has really good spreads. When Crypto is a really awesome. We've been able to make an amazing trading environment. When Crypto. I'm glad you're trying it out. I'd like to see your feedback, right? I mean, decently cheap, $44 for a 5K. Let's do the let's do that chart thing I always do, right? For Lust, since we're talking about it, okay? So what I always do, and by the way, any clippers, bro, we should you should just clip shit that's also just nothing to do with trading. And I want to see if that shit does well, right? Because I think a lot of traders, like, they want the tradings, they want the authenticity. Like, everything doesn't need to be trading. And I think if we do some weekend streams, I might do the IRL streams, and then, like, I don't know, fucking hit the gym or go fishing, or I don't know, maybe go go out to the street or something. I don't know. We used to do why didn't you name it Maven Crypto? It's 2 different brands, dude. 2 different brands. Okay, so with our chart here, okay, so the 3 columns are, what's the 3 columns? Yeah, my brain is definitely fried. I keep zoning out. Being sick sucks, dude. So problem, right? And then you've got root, emotion, right? Right? And then this is the fix, right? This is how you identify and find a fix to all of your pain and suffering, okay? So let's go here. Let's put that over that line so it looks cute, okay? So the problem is, the guy said lust, right? So if the problem is lust, I think there's 2 options if we break this down and we'd be curious about it, right? I like to be curious because that's what helps us. Oh, Instagram cut out. Instagram fucking hates us, eh? Okay. Fuck Instagram, dude. What type of broker am I using? Trade on Maven and then Interactive Brokers. So it could be sex or it could be companionship, right? I don't know if that's spelled right, but companionship, okay? Two different things, right? It could be one of those 2. So let me move that here, okay? And then what's the root emotion, right? Is, like, realistically, it's probably just loneliness, right? Right. This is if I had to break it down for myself. So the root emotion is loneliness, right? So what's the fix of loneliness, right? Friends, right? You have to build proper friendships, right? And largely our society, I don't know about a lot of your societies, but in Western culture, like, friends is not a thing. Like, there's no such thing as friends. There's work, right? there's work, there's gym, there's fucking and then it's like relationships, right? It's like that's it. And then that's it. You go home, you go to the gym, you go see your partner. That's it. So when you remove the one person in your life that's giving you proper connection to other people, right? So if you don't have a partner that you get out, sex, whatever, right? Then your life is destroyed, right? Because what's the point of just working and going to the gym over and over again, right? This is Western culture, right? And I think it's retarded. So they've removed friendship and hanging out with people from Western culture. So we got to bring that back, dude. And this is going to fix the loneliness, right? If you have solid friendships, the whole point is, if you're feeling lonely, the whole point is treat friendships the same way you would treat a relationship, right? Like text them every day. Make plans to hang out once, twice a week, right? Ask them what's going on in their life. Be curious about them, right? Ask them as if you're trying to pursue them for a romantic relationship without fucking kissing them. Right? This will fix loneliness, right? If you actually try to make friends. And if your lust addiction is literally just sex, then I don't know, make more money. Like if it's literally just sex, make more money and then go buy it. Like fucking just go buy sex. If you don't give a fuck about the companionship, just go buy a fucking escort. Right? That's not me personally. No, Chris, that's not true. We have friends. Your generation may not, though. I mean, yeah. So where I live, it's not very common for people to be like healthily connected. Western culture is very much like, hey, just make more money and show off, right? Genuine question: how do you make friends? Hang out in the same place. This is what it was kind of a weird thing for me too, bro. Hang out in the same place every single day. I've actually I've actually dived into this pretty deeply because I didn't really understand either. Go to the same place every single day of something that you actually authentically like. So the thing that I like to do is yoga and climbing, right? And I like to go for tea too. I like tea. These are my interests outside of work, okay? I also like to camp, I guess. Maybe camping, hiking, right? These are the things I like, right? So make a list of things you like and then pick one that has a community there. So like yoga and climbing gyms, right? And the coffee tea house, right? Like camping and hiking, you don't meet people, right? So these are dumb, right? So these are 3 things that I go to every single week, right? Multiple times a week, right? And I start seeing the same people, right? And I know this has nothing to do with trading, but I don't give a fuck because this is important, dude. And I go to these things every single week, once or twice a week. I go tea once a week, climbing like 4 times a week, and yoga like 4 times a week, okay? And then I see the same people over and over again, right? And then from there, I'm like, hey, do you like to do this other thing? When I start talking to people, right? That's what I do, is I'm like, hey, do you like climbing? Oh, I've never tried climbing. Maybe I'll try it. And then now you have a couple things in common with a couple people, right? Or like, hey, do you like tea? I'll bring you to tea one time, right? And you have to invite them. Don't wait for them to do it. You have to bring them to the other thing that you like to do. And if that works and you both like multiple of the same things, boom, you have a friend. That's it. Or you can be like, hey, do you like to go hiking or camping? Do you like to go outside? Do you want to go outside with me one day? I know it's crazy. We're all fucking children. We don't know how to fucking make friends. What am I trading? I mean, whatever. It's all the same, dude. I think there's oil trade we could add to potentially. I want to look at Bitcoin again. Because I think Bitcoin might dump. I want to see this daily close. Actually, we shouldn't really be trading much. Let's look at the FOMC stuff. See if they've changed anything. 1 hour. Where's the freaking chart? Where's the chart? Am I dumb? There it is. Yeah, so 99% chance nothing happens, right? Yeah, being a good listener and asking genuine questions works pretty well. Yeah, dude, like be interested in their shit. I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of silly to talk about this shit, but it's kind of important. Like, not many people fucking understand how to make friends, and I was one of them, dude, for so long. What's the strategy? I trade dumb money concepts. Super simple. All it is gaining levels, failing levels, whatever, right? So candle body closes past other candle bodies, right? That's it. Let's look to see if we can find a trade. Just see. Nasdaq's doing nothing today. Actually, maybe this stream is like just kind of pointless today, honestly. Nothing's going to do anything, right? Is gold even moving? Gold's not moving. Nobody's doing anything right now. Oil's moving. Bitcoin moving. Should we just short Bitcoin? Bitcoin definitely lost that level. I don't want to short the bottom though. Not something like that. I mean, you could scalp it. I guess it's not really a scalp, but gotta wait for it to come up. There's nothing to do right now. Proud to be European. Yeah, Europeans know how to fucking make friends, bro. Yo, what's up, TG? Tyler, TG. There's I don't think there's anything to do right now. Do something contest like. Do a something contest like thing in dumb money serve. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean, dude? Right, boys. You want some controversy? There's something controversial here. Okay. You guys want to be better traders? Okay. You guys want to be better traders? CMAX is a synthetic peptide used primarily to treat strokes, cognitive disorders, and optic nerve disease. Right? Wait. CMAX for ADHD. You guys want to get better at trading? You guys want the cheat code? You were going to order that? I have some, bro. I've gone deep down the peptide route, bro. All these look maxers and shit. I've got a fucking crate of peptides. All for research purposes. Of course. But C-Max is pretty sweet. It's there's also C-Lank. C-Lank. Right. The ones I have are injectable, like they're not nasal. So these are pretty cool because this is an anxiety one and the other one is like a focus one. Bro, I'm a walking pharmacy. Says 5 business days. Just be yeah, dude. Tyler, bro. So I've been taking peptides since before it was popular. So what does it do? So C-Lank is an anti-anxiety, right? So you'll be calm, right? So if you guys want to like fucking trade better or work harder or like be more social, these are cool peptides to take because the C-Max will make you more confident and motivated, right? And C-Lank will make you more calm and lower anxiety. So when you take them together, you're calm and confident. Basically, you're basically as cool as it can get, right? Right? Allegedly, you know, not for human consumption, but when rats take it, you know, or the bulls take it, you know, we can give it to your bull, you know. You can order peptides and then give them to your bull, right? And then be a better trader, right? The bull will be a better trader, of course, or the bear, depending on what side the market's going, right? If you feed your bull C-Max and C-Lank, he will be a better trader, supposedly. But I've been taking I got peptides around for like a decade, dude. Before this thing was popular, the first peptide I ever came across was called MT2, which is a tanning peptide. It makes you black. What's interesting about this stuff is and this was back in the, do you guys remember, does anyone know Z's, bro? This is the guy that got me into the fucking gym, right? This is when I first, like, he died like a decade ago. But like, this was my fucking version of Clav. You know, clavicular? This was my version of Clav back in the day. He was just like, he would call himself a sick cunt and then dance around and not give a fuck about women, and it was funny, right? And he was like shredded, right? And he took MT2. And MT2 makes you tan, right? It's designed for it was designed for to not have skin cancer, right? So if skin cancer is a symptom of burning your skin and being overly oxidized, right? That guy Clav sucks. Yeah, but to be fair, dude, like, Clav is the new meta, right? Clav is like the fucking new meta of, like, he's not even that. What's crazy is, like, okay, who is funding so you can see he's got fucking peptides in his ear, right? And he's, look at this. Do you see this one here? Right here. You can see he's on melanotan. He's tanned, right? He took a bunch of melanotan and turned black, right? It stops you from burning. So it's just so interesting because somebody's funding this. Right? Somebody's funding him. Like, who? All these clippers, there's so many clippers, and somebody's paying. Like, he's not paying for it, right? Somebody's paying for all this shit. Anyways, I took when I was like 18, there's a GHRP2. This was a popular one. Like, this was one of the first peptides, Promolin. right? It releases growth hormones so that you can grow taller. This shit's all super controversial, I suppose. This shit, if you take there's so there's GHRP 6 too, which is 6 makes you super hungry. So I remember being a university student, and I was like a bodybuilder when I was younger, right? Uh, and you take this shit and like you're poor, right? You're a poor bodybuilder, um, but you need to eat, right? You need to eat a bunch. So we would go to eating challenges. Like there'd be like I think on campus there was like a Sasquatch the burger they called it, and it was like 6 patties and 2 grilled cheeses and fries, and you had to eat it, and you got it for free, and it was like 50. It was like 50 bucks. $50 back then would be like $100 now. It was super expensive, right? Super expensive. And then we would just take this, and it'd make you crazy hungry, and then you just eat it all. So you would have like free food all the time. You could just eat. You could just destroy eating challenges. And I'm pretty sure this is like, all competitive eaters, they take shit like this, right? Because it makes you crazy hungry. What you do is you take it, and then you wait 30 minutes, right? And like the 30 minutes is the longest 30 minutes ever because, yeah. Peptides are reconfiguring people's DNA. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how it works, dude. I'm not a scientist. NQ dumping again. What's the use of these peptides? So peptides make your body do something, okay? So in the realm of performance enhancing drugs, right? Generally PEDs are considered to be like steroids and whatnot, right? And you're adding synthetic versions of something, like if you're adding like growth hormone, if you're adding testosterone, whatever it is, you're adding it to your body. Where a peptide is a chemical that makes your body produce a hormone, right? So in the example of melanotan, the tanning stuff, right? It makes you produce melanin, right? So that you tan, right? It with GHRP, it's called growth hormone release peptide. So it makes your it makes your body, your pituitary gland work. It just forces your pituitary gland to start pumping. Are these medicines harmful long term? Maybe. Most people that take shit like this don't care though, right? Like they'll take it because they care more about winning than health, right? It's worth the risk for some people. Some people don't care, right? But also, like, if you look at it, like, some people drink alcohol, and like alcohol is the worst thing in the world you could possibly ever do, like, without a doubt. Without a doubt, drinking is the absolute worst thing you could ever do. I'm super against alcohol, dude. Once in a while, I might have a glass of wine because I enjoy it. You know, I really, really like white wine. But like alcohol is the absolute, like, you'd be better off. I'm not even gonna mention anything harder. You'd be better off taking something harder than alcohol, I think. Like alcohol is the absolute worst thing you can ever take. So like 100% alcohol is poison. I've got a friend, he takes this kava root stuff. What is it? Kava? I think it's like a medicine. Kava? It's like a What is it? He takes this instead of drinking. I've not tried it. Not yet. It's like an anti-anxiety thing as well. Like what's the point of alcohol, right? It's to lower your inhibitions, right? There was something Tyler, do you remember Phenibut? Do you remember this shit? Dude, Phenibut was the fucking bomb, dude. What do you guys take instead of alcohol? We need we need to fucking health max our party sessions, okay? if we're gonna so I want to hear your guys' feedback. If we're going out partying, you know, and you want to go and be social and talk to some boys or girls or whatever you talk to, what do you take? And like don't say alcohol or anything that's going to destroy you. What do you guys take? This was like something cool back. It's like banned now, but like Phenibut was like the fucking bomb, dude, back in the day. I remember I bought this stuff when I was in university, and I went and did a presentation in front of like everyone, and I was like, no fear, right? I used to take this stuff on dates, super confident. It was so dope, dude. What are we doing here? There's no trades to take or what? Oh, Bitcoin. Should we take a long on Bitcoin if that closes? Let's look here. We're going to long Bitcoin. We're long Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Why am I long it? I don't know. Fuck it, dude. Let's just take a little scalpity do. Buy some Bitcoin here. Let's buy some Bitcoin. Bitcoin, baby. Let's see here. 5 minute. Oh. Oh, I should be on When Crypto, eh? I should be on When Crypto for crypto trading. If you wanna trade, this will be better spreads, honestly. This will be better spread. Let's buy some Bitcoin. Oh yeah, we got some trades running too. Shiba's short. We shorted Shiba Inu. Let's get rid of this fucking stupid thing, dude. Okay, well, what do you guys say? Kratom. You guys say Kratom? I think Kratom makes you sick, right? Well, it's like something that just like locks you in, you know? That just like we need like we need like this C-Max shit, dude. To like just work harder, just fucking trade harder. Sparkling water, black coffee, bro. Bro, you're not taking black coffee and then going to pick up some honeys. The problem is alcohol. You need to replace it instead of alcohol. Just don't take it. No, well, bro. Do you guys even talk to girls or what? What do you do? I want to know what you guys do if you're gonna go out and you're gonna go have fun with friends at the club or the bar or the whatever it is, and not alcohol. Normally, I just go sober. My buddy takes kava. This fucking C-Max C-Link peptide is pretty sweet too. I want to do yeah, this Bitcoin long is way better on the fucking We're long on one crypto. You play Clash of Clans? I don't play video games, bro. I trade, I work out, and I bang chicks. That's it. That's all I do. And like I'm thinking about quitting one of those things. It's like that's too many things, dude. That takes up all your time. Work is like fucking 10 hours a day, dude. Working out is like a few hours a day because I'll go to multiple different things, right? And that's a whole day. I guess I do meditations and whatnot too, but like dating is such a waste of time. Dating is such a fucking waste of time. You know why? Because you go out and like I'll never take a girl for dinner if we're going out on a date. I'll never do that, dude. Unless we're in a relationship. Because fuck you. I'm not spending money on you. So we'll go walk or we'll get coffee or something. I'll spend like an hour or two just to like learn if they're an interesting person. I don't really care. Because I don't know them. If I knew them already, okay, it might be fun to talk about their day or something. Who like that might be all right. But I don't know you. I don't care. I don't want to talk to you. And then from there, I had to spend like an hour texting them beforehand. So I've gotten into the habit of like I got Hinge, bro. And like girls are fucking like everyone wants to date a trader, right? I don't even respond to them anymore. There's tons, bro. I keep deleting them all. But here you go. They're all throwing it. She said they're all fucking hot too. But it's like not worth the time. It's like I have to talk to like 20 of you just to maybe go out with one of you and then talk to you about shit I don't really care about. And I'm sure like okay, maybe one day one of them will be the wife. But then I just spent like fucking I'm just thinking about it. It's like Discord reacts. Let's watch some reels. Yeah, we can watch some reels while this shit plays out. But I'm just thinking, I'm like, bro, if I spend 5 hours a week, which is like a conservatively low amount of time, on talking to women or like going out on a date, it probably closes like 5 to 10 hours a week, right? Just so that like one of them will go out with me later for serious, right? And then like 6 months down the line, it's 50-50 whether or not they stay. So I've just wasted like let's do the fucking math on dating. So one girl, let's say we'll focus on one girl, okay? The introductory phase, you know, we might spend fucking 10 hours getting to know each other, okay? Okay, we actually we spend 10 hours for like 4 weeks, right? On just picking which girl we want, okay? So that's like a month, right? 40 hours in a month, okay? Going on dates, chatting to people, right? I'm going to put this in perspective, okay? And then from there, okay, I start dating one of them, right? And then from there, I'm spending an extra 10 hours a week, right? For the next 6 months to figure out if the honeymoon phase, if they're not fucking damaged, all right? So it's going to take about another 5 months then, right? So times 5, like 200 hours. I guess no, times 6. 40 times 6. 6 months. 240 hours just to figure out if this one person's not fucked up, right? And then guess what? 75% chance they're fucked up, right? So we got to do that 4 times in order to find one person that's not fucked up. Just spent 1,000 hours in 2 years of my life to find one person. Or I could just trade and get rich. And then disregard them all. Bitcoin long going well. Yeah, the when crypto spread is way better on Bitcoin than Maven. Yeah, just trade and get rich. If you spend 1,000 hours, if you spend 1,000 hours on trading, dude, and like you make what, $100 an hour? You made 100 grand, bro. Right? If you can make $100 an hour trading, you just made 100 grand in the amount of time that you could have been dating, right? Fuck that. They'll want to hit on jewelers. See a Discord. Let's look at Discord stuff. If you guys are not in the Discord, we're getting a bunch of people jump in here. Discord. Oh, new members, sorry. Unusual activity, a bunch of people joining, sweet. Okay.
Hey, little buddy, how are you doing?
Oh my god! Whoa, 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 whoa!
So loud, bro.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hello.
What's up, man? What's happening, big guy? What's up with the gun?
Bro, that's fucking dark. Trading's really sad, dude, because like some people suck at it. You know? Most people suck at trading. Would it maybe add stocks? Nah. I love this for 2 reasons, because ICT fucking hates me. And like DMC is so much better than ICT. Like insanely better, right? And the other reason is this is a sick movie. I'm like a little kid when I watch this movie, bro. It's such a sick movie. Let's look at your charts. Anyone got any charts to look at? Yeah, anyways. If you guys want a job, I'm hiring clippers. I need people to clip stuff. I'm paying clippers flat rate plus commissions for how many views you get. You can jump into the Discord and you can click on Whoop or whatever, and we'll I wanna hire people that are doing well on Whoop. WAP, whatever it is. Meow meow. Watch some reels, bro. You guys seen this, right? No.
Are strong or you are emotionally stable. You can only pick two. If you have money and you're strong, you drift on an hourly basis between suicidal and homicidal. If you are strong and you're emotionally stable, you are a brokey. If you are emotionally stable and you have money, you are a weak bitch. You can only pick two. Where am I, you ask? I am not here. I am in the circle that has nothing. I am a weak bitch. I am a brokey. And I am not emotionally stable. I live right here. Welcome to the male delusion triangle.
Yep.
You have money.
Okay,
You are
how do I go to the next one?
strong or you are emotionally stable. You can only pick two. If you have money and you're strong, you drift on an hourly basis.
If you used to watch TJR and you've seen the TJR files, you're probably wondering, what do I do now? This person who you thought was honest, knowledgeable, and most importantly profitable was none of those things. So where do you go from here? Do you give up? Does trading work? Is anything TJR said true at all? Number one, understand the domain that you want to compete in. Do you want to trade a live account in the real market, or do you want to trade a prop firm funded account? In the former, the real market, your competition is immense, and it is incredibly hard and nearly impossible for you to extract alpha from liquid markets like...
This guy's really good. I would give this guy a follow. Everything he says is accurate.
US futures as a retail trader. If you're trading something more niche and illiquid, for example prediction markets, in a novel and smart way, your competition is still very large, but you can make meaningful amounts of money. The prop firm environment is entirely different because the payoff structure is convex. I explained this in a video maybe a week ago. Because of the nature of these simulated accounts where your losses aren't realized but your winnings are realized in the form of a payout, you can trade some strategies that wouldn't be viable in the real world but that actually generate positive expected value over time in this weird simulated convex environment. That being said, there's some big counterparty risk on these prop firms because they deny payouts and they also change their rules frequently. Next, you need to understand the importance of programming your trading strategy so that you can backtest it properly. The first objection that most people will give is that you can't code a discretionary strategy. People think that coding a trading strategy makes it mechanical. See this, do that. So if you believe that, the first thing you need to do is go watch a YouTube video on machine learning. Machine learning isn't entirely necessary to build a trading strategy that isn't just see X, do Y, but it's a good entry point. Number 3, stop watching guru content that teaches you trading strategies entirely. Cut it out. Trading strategies in the public domain and even behind a paywall are not viable, with the exception of some strateries that might work in a prop firm environment but won't work in a normal non-simulated.
They're getting only hundreds views.
Was always clipping and posting your clips on TikTok, but they were getting hundreds of views. It means your content sucks. If you're only getting a couple hundred views, it means your content's terrible and nobody's interested. Just simple fact. Let's look at this. So 15-minute failed to lose a level. Right, they might come back down. This is still the trade. I don't like it on this. We're gonna get rid of this one. We'll just run it on the one chart. Let's do this Shiba trade. Shiba short was really nice. Fucking just rip down. We're an 8 along. We don't want that. Close that. Let's trail the stop on Shiba. Down to trail the stop to there, sure. Shiba. What's the strategy? It's called Dumb Money Concepts. You can look it up online.
FOMC in an hour.
FOMC in an hour. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be live for it because I have a bunch of interviews for Maven. What's the best time to stream, boys? Let's do an announcement. If I stream daily, 7 days a week, right? What's the best time to tune in? All right, so this include weekends, right? You think I think I know the answer basically. 9:30 a.m. to, that's the market open, right? The unfortunate thing is, like, I'm going to show you something, right? This is kind of like my schedule, right? And like market open for me, I'd have to wake up at 6 a.m. every day. And it's dark. It's dark at 6 a.m. here, right? St. Patrick's Day yesterday. Should have gone and found a leprechaun. Like so 6 a.m. streams. That's the problem, is it's fucking dark here and I'm exhausted. So nothing's very interesting. Or we do market close usually too. Giveaway. How long does a Maven interview last? 10-15 minutes. Bitcoin already dumped down, already back to the break even. I guess we probably shouldn't be. We shouldn't really be. We shouldn't be trading counter trend, right? Just gonna get out. They failed this enough. We don't want to be in on that. We'll let the Shiba short run a bit. Yeah, but if you're exhausted, it'd be hard to want to watch you at the open. Exactly. And like half the time, like I just can't even wake up. Like basically, if I stream on the open, like trading needs to become my life, because that means I can't do anything in the evenings ever. You know what I mean? Am I watching YouTube comment? Yes. I read all the comments everywhere. Oh. Did you ever interview anyone who's watching your live stream? Probably, yeah. I think so. Well, you asked, yeah. I just don't know what's the best. I'm always trying to find, like, I'm always trying to cater to you guys so I can find like the best time. What, buddy? Go outside. Go outside. Yeah, I've always kind of known the answer. I just want the world to be different, dude. I want to live here, but in a different time zone. Hire you to do what? what we want to see here probably is we probably want to get a Bitcoin short when we can here, because obviously this is dumping hard, right? But it might not be wise before FOMC. Just wait. FOMC is probably going to show you some action, and then we can take a short, get some volatility maybe. What do I need taken care of? I need clippers, bro. I am hiring clippers. So join the Discord. If you can make viral content from my live streams, what I'm trying to do ideally is become like a IRL day trader streamer or something, because I do have a lot of hot takes and whatnot that can go viral. I'd be interested in like growing the stream some more, and we've kind of been popping off a little bit lately. Like this is a for day trading streams, this is a pretty decently popular stream, honestly, because it's actually helpful. Oil going to go back up. I think my brain's fried, boys. I gotta tune out here. I got fucking shit to do in 20 minutes anyways. I got tons of fucking interviews, so I gotta chill for a moment. I'm gonna catch you later. We'll stream again tomorrow. Let's do a giveaway first. I'll actually giveaway. I'm gonna do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway before we leave. Plus ICT sucks for a 5K 3-step from Maven. MavenTrading.com, baby. Get some rest. There's no time to rest, bro. I gotta make videos, bro. What's your best video to learn to try? Join the Discord and then go into the DMC method area and watch them all. Watch these live streams too. ICT sucks, bro. If you're subscribed, you get 5 times the number of entries for 5K 3-step from Maven. I guess we got to change the title of this stream because we've dropped below 80%. We're at 78% win rate now. Not 85. We're going to change it to 80% win rate. Just spin it. I am Kai. Congrats, bro. Open up a ticket on Maven's ticketing system, okay? And just say you want a 5K 3-step, okay? For my stream, okay? Take care, guys.